Well, so far, I mean, here's an interesting statistic, and one of the reasons that I invested in NODE40. 48 million people in the United States have checked the box on the IRS form stating that they own a digital asset. 896,000, okay? 896,000 of those 48 million have paid taxes. So the IRS is pissed off that people aren't paying, right? They're withholding. And again, I think you're going to be given a pass for the past.
Yeah.
But the future is going to be, once you had to check the box, you need to understand if you're living in the United States, or in fact even a tax haven like Puerto Rico, the Cayman Islands, DR, wherever, you're going to be expected to pay. You're going to be required to provide the forensic history on your own, the proof. Like in this game, you're going to have to prove what you did. It's a big button of mine because I actually buy Bitcoin for one reason, and it is an options play for my family when I'm gone.
Yeah.
When I'm dead. If I'm wrong about Bitcoin and it goes to zero, then my children start out the way I started out, with nothing. If I'm right and Bitcoin actually takes up just 0.5% of the global marketplace, then Bitcoin, my daughter is now at 35. That'll be in 20 years, right? 20 years. My daughters are going to have to prove, wherever they're living, that what daddy did from 2016 all the way through 2000, do you know how many wallets those coins are going to have moved through in exchanges? If the accounting and tax professionals and legal people that are helping my children don't fully understand this story, and that I didn't provide, along with my seed phrases and keys,
Right.
a full history of what I did, like the narrative. That's the first thing I did with NODE40. I said, I need to see a deep P&L. If a guy owns one Bitcoin over a year, or he owns 1 billion transactions in 30 different tokens, and he's trading daily, like $50 and $100 spreads, they need a full P&L.
Yeah.
The full narrative of what they did in every bucket, man. If the bucket was in Saudi Arabia, cool, here's your Dubai. If there's a U.S.-centric bucket, whatever. If there's just token buckets, NFTs, BTC, and they are in time buckets, right? Hey, what'd you do in 2016? What'd you do in 17? So we're so early in this space. The tools have not been built to provide the investors.
Yeah.
Even some of you speculators. I think the guys messing around with tokens are speculators. I'm not a speculator. I'm an investor.
Right.
So when the price of this stuff goes down, I buy more. I don't get scared thinking that Mr. Gensler is going to just stop BTC. That would be impossible for the United States to do.
Right.
Can they stop the tokens? Sure, they can.
Right.
They probably should stop most of these tokens.
I'm excited to get into that. And you're on the cutting edge of that forensic technology with NODE40. It's a fun old entrepreneur saying, or story rather, about the gold rush in California. So all the people selling the gold, but the people that made a lot of the money were the ones selling the picks.
That's right.
And with NODE40, that's essentially what you're doing.
That's right. It's a picks and shovels business. I love the picks and shovels part of the business.